I've wanted to talk about this movie for a long time. And now my brother and I have a YouTube channel, so I'm going to talk about it. We're going to talk about La La Land. As I mentioned, it's me and my brother's YouTube channel, so check out his Matrix series or my Kung Fu Panda series, or our series together where we review the latest blockbuster movies. La La Land is directed by Damien Chazelle. It stars Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling plays Sebastian, Emma Stone plays Mia. This movie is about two people who come together because of their desire to do what they love. For Sebastian, it's jazz music. For Mia, it's acting. Though, as the movie goes on and success comes to them, they're faced with decisions that might interfere with their love. And ultimately, spoiler alert, they leave each other to follow their passions. More on that later. But let's get into the actual parts of the movie. Obviously, this movie is a musical. But what sets this musical apart from most musicals is that the music feels in place every single time. Every song you feel like actually moves the movie forward. It's not just there to be a song. And I don't know about you, but sometimes in musicals I get a little bored during the music parts because it's hard to make every single song good. But in La La Land, I loved all of them. Some of the musical parts didn't even have words. It was just dancing and music and cinematography. The music also gave some very symbolic points throughout the movie. Near the beginning, Sebastian is showing Mia his favorite jazz club. He mentions to her that most people talk over jazz. They have it as a background. But it should be the other way around. It should be the loudest thing in the room, and the talking should be the lower part, more of the background, an afterthought. And during that scene, the jazz music is louder than them talking. And then later, when Mia is out with who I think was her current boyfriend, I'm assuming, there's jazz music playing in the background. And that's when she realizes she needs to leave and go be with Sebastian. Speaking of symbolism, they relied heavily on that throughout this movie. There's so many things that you don't realize during the movie, but when you look back at it and analyze it, there's lots of different symbolic points. Mia's life is full of bright, beautiful colors, while Sebastian's is full of gray and black and darker toned colors at the beginning of the movie. But then Mia comes into his life and it changes, and suddenly he has bright colors in his place. There's the symbolism of when Sebastian is dancing with the old lady on the bridge, and then she leaves him for another man or another dream, which is what happens by the end of the movie. Sebastian and Mia split up to both follow their passions, and Mia ends up getting married to another dude. By the end of the movie, they both have their success and seem to have moved on from each other. As I mentioned, Mia is now married and has a kid with another man. Sebastian has his club exactly how he wants it. And honestly, you think that's how it's gonna end. You think they both achieved their dreams, they moved on from each other, and that is kind of how it ends. But it gives an alternate ending in a quick 5-minute musical cinematography scene. This was honestly my favorite scene. It was built so beautiful. It was very captivating. And now you're faced with both possible endings. And what I love about this movie is both endings were happy endings. In the alternate ending, they were happy together. They were in love. But in reality, Mia was married to another man, had a kid, and was happy. She followed her dreams and was happy she followed her dreams. Sebastian, same thing, followed his dreams, has his club, and is happy about it. Both endings are good. When I watched this movie for the first time, at first I was unsatisfied because obviously the first reaction of most people is that you want Mia and Sebastian to end up together. But after you ponder on the movie for a day or two afterwards, it becomes way better and way more satisfying, which is perfect in a movie. You want a movie that makes you think. And this movie does exactly that. It makes you think about both endings and how they're both happy. In the end, La La Land is a musical that does it right. Its music always feels in place. It's very symbolic, and it makes you think about the movie years after you've seen it. Let me know if you had similar or different thoughts about La La Land in the comments below. Like this movie and subscribe. It really helps me and my brother out. If you have a suggestion for a movie I should review, put it in the comments as well. But it's time for me to bolt, and I'll see you in the next video.